Hey guys, Jessie here, and welcome back to my Young Justice reaction series. Today we're going to be moving on to Season 2, Episode 5. So on the last episode, Blue Beetle and Superboy ended up going on a duo mission. It's not really a solo mission, because Ugly and his henchwoman ended up popping back into the story with some stolen apocalyptian tech. They brought some golems back to life and made one giant mega golem. The most interesting part about that half of the plot line, plot A, was we were introduced to another shadowy, mysterious figure that was working with Sportsmaster. To what end? So we don't know how much this shadowy figure is connected to the light or any of the other stuff, but whoever it is seems to have similar tech to Blue Beetle's, and I'm not familiar enough with Blue Beetle's Rogues Gallery to really understand if that's anything that I should know or if it's like a show creation. But on the more interesting half of the episode, we had Roy really needing therapy. So apparently Clone Roy has been looking for Roy Prime the entire time during this time skip and has not succeeded, like at all. The light and Cadmus covers its trails very well. So most of the team assumes that the original Roy is dead, as was protocol for disposing of the original material. We know that to be false, and apparently Cheshire, who is married to Clone Roy and has a little baby, has tracked down a lead, which, I'm gonna be honest, it was a kind of run-of-the-mill episode until the very end when they're like, yes, marriage, baby, Clone Roy, just all together. The idea of original Roy coming back into the show, or I guess entering the show for the first time, is an intriguing idea because he's never met anyone on the team. If he's been cryo-frozen this entire time, he is still a pretty young teenager, and a good chunk of his life has just passed by. How do you re-enter society when a clone has been living your life this entire time? I have a feeling we shall deal with that whenever we get to that. But yeah, there's no real bigger implications for the overarching plot with the Zeta tubes and the alien planet and the light. There was no real big hints about what was going on there. But considering what Season 1 did, the main plot is usually just a really slow burn that you have to keep an eye out, and it's just like, oh, everything fits together at the end. So maybe this is all connected. But with that, let's go ahead and jump into this episode.
Ty, it's almost midnight. What?
I've had enough, Jaime. I'm done letting Maurice push me around. I'm on the bus to Houston tonight. I'm at the depot now.
Whoa, slow down, hermano.
No, not this time. I just called to say goodbye.
Ty, listen, I'm on my way. I'll meet you by the statue of Cochise. We'll talk. Just promise me you'll wait till I get there.
No promises.
Normal kidnapping, or is this
What greater purpose is there?
someone trying to get at Blue Beetle?
Excuse me, the bus to Houston?
You just missed it, but there'll be another one in the morning.
Just find the skateboard, dude. No. I don't know if it's a coincidence. It feels kind of weird that Blue Beetle's friend just happens to be the one kidnapped.
Alpha Squad. Your mission is to
sneak behind enemy lines, recon known boom tube hotspots, and find alien tech matching the bomb. Oh, and don't get caught or create an international incident, right?
That about covers it.
Simon?
We have confirmation that Bialya's telepathic enforcer is still catatonic in a Karaki hospital after his last encounter with you. But Bialya's dictator, Queen Bee, is another story.
Yeah.
Her ability to control the minds of men is why Alpha is an all-female squad for this mission.
Oh, really? And would you have felt the need to justify an all-male squad for a given mission?
There's no right answer for that, is there?
No, honey, just move on.
Nightwing out.
Queen Bee isn't the only woman who can mess with a man's mind.
Okay. Little on the nose there, show. I'll give it a pass because I like Babs.
I went to the bus depot and he was gone. But the clerk told me nobody bought a ticket for the Houston bus last night. Nobody boarded.
There, you see? He and Maurice, my boyfriend, they had another of their disagreements last night. So Ty's blowing off steam somewhere.
What kind of disagreement?
Maurice, you're home.
Forgot my lunch, Shelley. What's the kid doing here?
I'm looking for Ty, Mr. Botaway. Biofeedback of this Maurice indicates hostile intent. Recommend preemptive strike.
Don't make faces at me, kid, or I'll take care of you the way I took care
Of
of...
Ty? Did you do something to Ty?
Why, you little punk!
Attack imminent. Activating plasma cannon. No!
Maurice didn't touch Ty last night. They had an argument and Ty took off.
Ran off, like always. Tail between his legs.
He's having a bad day.
I hear he has a lot of bad days.
Good ones, too. Occasionally. But I'm sure Ty is fine. He stays with his grandfather.
Girl,
sometimes.
why are you not worried about your son?
You're right.
He's clearly missing. Girl, I know she has more problems going on.
Batgirl, take the north hangar. I'll take the south. B, the middle. Wonder Girl, hold position.
What? Wait, why can't I go in?
'Cause you're Wonder Girl, honey, not Stealther Girl.
I can do this.
No one's knocking your enthusiasm, Cass. And if we were in a firefight, there's no one I'd rather have beside me. But we're trying to avoid a fight, and we need to look out.
Yeah, versus the girl who could go invisible, the one that's super tiny, and the one that's a part of the Bat family, a very stealth-based family. You know, you wouldn't be my first choice either for a stealth mission.
I could have done that.
Report it in. No, she's not. Of course she's not going to report it in. Oh, wow. A bunch of people from season 1.
Oh.
Huh.
Radio's not safe.
Well, that's bad.
I've shut down our psychic link, but we need to alert the others. You warn Bumblebee, I'll warn Batgirl. Meet at the rendezvous point ASAP. Hey, you did good, Cassie.
Okay. Now keep doing the good. How
I'm
do you
Stealth a girl now.
find a Bumblebee size opponent? Ally? That's...
Sound the alert! Lock down!
Well, that went bad very quickly. Always remember shadows.
But I wouldn't worry. You see, Ty comes from a long line of Mescalero Apache chiefs. I believe he has begun a journey of awakening that will connect him to his heritage and show him the path to his destiny.
Oh. I think he isn't on a journey. Not one of his own volition.
Maurice. Years ago, he was jealous of Ty's father's role as head of our band. Now, he's jealous of Ty. But he is just a distraction. He plays no part in Ty's vision quest. But the answers you seek will find you. Only then will you make peace with the one inside you.
He knows too much. Eliminate him. Thanks, Mr. Longshadow. I'll let you know when I find Ty. Enjoy your, water.
Man. The Scarab's real murdery. Plan A, B, and C seems to be murder with the Scarab. How invulnerable is she? I know nothing about Wonder Girl. Okay. Considering she's afflicted, I'm guessing she's not impervious to bullets.
Girl, you look like turkey stuffing on Thanksgiving.
Thank you. That's very helpful.
This was your escape route?
No. I was already here when the alarm sounded and the psychic link went down. What happened up there?
No idea. Let's get to the rendezvous point and find out. But not back through the hangars. They're sealed up tight.
I've scanned the air shafts. They connect all 3 hangars, but they also lead to a larger chamber, 20 meters below.
Man, how did she go feet down if you're crawling through? Oh, great, cult stuff. Maybe?
Can you say Temple of Doom?
I was going more the Mummy, but, you know. Pick your reference.
Are you serious?
Wait.
The rest of these kids are runaways. Strays. They won't be missed, but a back brat...
Batman's gonna notice that.
Batman himself is out of the picture.
Oh, wait, he's not.
And if anyone else misses her, Simon says he just doesn't care.
I mean, there's one person that would definitely miss her that you don't want to be on the bad side of. But why are they capturing these people?
I want this bird in the air in 10.
What do they want with a bunch of random kids? Experimentation? But also, you better give Babs back.
What is all this? Pirated DVDs and games? Ugh.
I forget you saw any of this.
I mean, illegal, but, like, morally fine.
I don't know where Shelley's punk kid is, and I don't care.
Voice analysis confirms the Maurice speaks truth. Yeah, I got that too. I'll turn him in for the pirated stuff in this shed. He'll get what he deserves. But he really doesn't know what happened to Ty. And neither do we.
Like, the pirating DVDs are, like, the least of his crimes.
Sounds about right.
B! You're alive!
Was that really in doubt? Have you seen Batgirl? Captured, so we have to go now. I'll brief you both on the way. I have a plan.
Man, I hope you do. But won't Simon be able to sense that?
Did you just... Sorry, girl, but we've got a cargo plane full of abductees here, and you're the only one qualified to fly it to safety. Which is ironic, since you're the only one on Alpha who can't fly.
Yeah, ironic.
Oh, yep, just shove the girl into a barrel.
Shimmer, what are you? Martian.
Hello, Simon. Ready for a rematch?
Oh, is she gonna vegetabilize him again?
We're engaged in psychic battle.
Dude, you don't exactly have a winning record against her.
Nope.
I don't have to win. I only have to hold her attention on the psychic plane while you kill her in the material world.
Well, she's not alone also.
Wait! Who's at the controls?
She was a distraction also.
Stop that plane.
I love characters' powers which are a minor inconvenience.
This is for breaking my heart in Bell Rev, Martian!
Simon says enough!
Bumblebee says good night.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right.
Did she just, like, fry his brain? Because she seemed to aim for the squishy bits.
Yes! We did it!
You're not out of the woods yet. Yep! Girl, you're gonna have to, like, Superman catch that. Okay.
Good girl.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Questions keep the investigation moving forward. You saved lives, and you got each other home safe. It's a successful mission in my book. Good work, Alpha.
Woo, go team. But also, what does this have to do with anything?
The loss of the cargo could have severely undermined our credibility. Fortunately, we had already collected a second shipment. Our partner should still be quite satisfied.
Yep. I mean, obviously. So that was season 2, episode 5, Beneath. Yeah, I have no idea what this has to do with anything else. It clearly has some connection to the big master plan, because Queen Bee is still part of the Light, and the Light has something to do with the Crotans and the Zeta Tube incident and all this nonsense, and so there's 3 things so far that I'm guessing are going to have to do with the Light's big master plan. Same thing happened last season where a bunch of little stuff happened, and then I had no idea what was going on until, like, the very end. So far, we've got framing the Justice League, the stuff with the aliens and the Zeta Tubes, and now kidnapping children. The only idea that I have for the kidnapped children bit is human experimentation. Like, if you need human test subjects, you always go for the people that won't be missed. So, Runaway is homeless, but it seems like they're still wanting younger people. So people that are still in prime physical condition. Because, yeah, if you really want people that will not be missed, after being kidnapped, it's usually you go for the homeless population. But this seems to be very much teenagers. So there's something about teenagers specifically. So I'm thinking, like, human experimentation, maybe, like, a couple of the, like, henchmen were also, like, human experimentation, so maybe they're trying to create supervillains or trying to figure out how to create supervillains and induce superpowers in a younger generation, because it wasn't that what Vandal Savage was talking about, is that you have to put people through huge events to accelerate human evolution. It was always about making humans stronger. So maybe that's what's going on, but also they were talking about kind of a third party in that situation, because they're clearly, I don't want to say selling these kids to another person, but it seems like whoever they're going to doesn't work for the Light or is a separate party altogether. And I wonder if this has anything to do with, because the Kroltans were talking about, like, a competitor, and we still don't know what that is, and there's just a lot of, like, mysterious forces that are unnamed at this point. Yeah, and the B-plot, I don't know. I understand they wanted to have a character have a connection to one of the kidnappies. It's a good plot device to have a person, you know, specifically have a connection to the mission, especially an emotional one. But the problem is I don't think we saw enough of Blue Beetle's friend to really care about him. Also, it was a lot of Blue Beetle trying to figure out something that I think was pretty obvious. So yeah, the half of the episode just ended up being like a weird mystery that I didn't care about and ended up not really meaning anything because he didn't figure out anything, and the mystery of where that kid ended up is solved in the A plot, so the B plot seems kind of a moot point, but it will give Blue Beetle a motivation later on to get more involved probably in this side of the plot and have a personal connection to everything, and so it's probably just more setup than anything else. But the A plot, I like the team. I like that we get to see Batgirl kind of... She's not really the leader. I feel like that position goes to Miss Martian. I've talked about it multiple times that Batgirl, I love Babs. She is a top-tier Bat family member. I love her relationship with Nightwing, and I don't know, we didn't see a lot of her in this episode. Like, she doesn't do that much. I just wish we got more character moments from the rest of the characters besides Wonder Girl. I do find Wonder Girl to be charming, though. I was worried that at the beginning of the episode she was going to do a bunch of stuff that, like, and go against the plan just to prove herself, which I always hate as a trope of someone saying, hey, don't do this thing, and they're like, well, I think I should do this thing, and then everything going to hell, and then they learn that they should listen to other people. I usually find that plot point unnecessary and kind of annoying, but it kind of subverted that trope of you have to know when to listen and when to make it up as you go along. Also, Simon's still alive. I wish we would have gotten a little more between him and Miss Martian, considering how she left him the last time we saw him. Just the way that she leaves everyone else nowadays. I feel like if I were him, though, I'd have more of an oh shit reaction of, hey, this is the girl who put me into a catatonic state for who knows how long. But apparently, I mean, he's still alive and he's still running about, so we might have that confrontation between them again. On a brighter note, though, it means that the effects of Miss Martian's abilities are not permanent, and the people that are currently kind of just drooling outside their mouth can possibly come back. I know that Simon is kind of a different case altogether, as he is a psychic in his own right, so that might help him, break through whatever blockage she puts in there, but, maybe there's some hope for everyone else. Yeah, but altogether, I think I really like the A-Team. Bumblebee, again, we didn't see a lot of her. It was, again, a more Wonder Girl-focused episode, which makes me wish that they might have cut the Blue Beetle stuff out and just focused on the A-Team, but I think they're all likable. I wish they didn't shoehorn the feminist message. It feels pandering and kind of, again, a little forced of being like, because obviously Nightwing's just kind of explaining the mission, and they just do that thing of like, would you explain why it would be an all-male team? And writers, you made him say that. Did you have Nightwing kind of say something slightly out of character just so you could have a girl power moment of like, you don't have to mention why it's an all-girl team. You're the one who did that. Just have them be the team. But now you have to have Nightwing say, I don't know, it wasn't even that sexist. He was just kind of explaining the mission, and Batgirl had to make like a snappy comment. I'm like, oh, okay, well, we'll move on from that. I feel like this is an episode where not a lot happened, but also has major implications. The things that are going to show up in the future. So it's just going to add that little check mark to remember the plot of this episode for later. It's definitely coming back. So that was my reaction to Season 2, Episode 5 of Young Justice, Beneath. If you like this reaction, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and keeps me motivated to keep making more of these. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye.